Hey, this is my audience. My name is Corbin Coates, and today I'll be presenting my persuasive speech titled Junk Food Ads Targeting Children. This topic matters more than people realize, and by the end of this presentation, I hope to show you why it deserves lots of attention and action. For starters, why it matters. The basics are quite simple. The average child in the U.S. is exposed to thousands of food advertisements every single year. But there's a catch. About 90% of those ads promote unhealthy items like fast food, candy, sugary cereals, and soda. These ads are not just casual marketing, they are powerful tools that shape preferences and behaviors of kids who are too young to understand they're being influenced. Why does it matter? Because it's not just about what kids are eating for lunch today, it's about how these habits carry into adulthood. Junk food ads don't just sell food, they sell a lifestyle, a taste preference, a craving, and it all starts with a messaging targeted directly at the most impressionable audience that there is, which is young kids. This issue matters because it contributes directly to rising childhood obesity, poor health, and long-term medical costs that affect families and societies as a whole. The biggest issue is that children are vulnerable to advertising. The American Psychological Association confirms that kids under 8 years old cannot fully distinguish between entertainment and advertising. In other words, they don't know what they're being sold, and that's the main problem. These ads use characters, bright colors, fun jingles, and even free toys to hook kids. And it works. Studies show that kids exposed to more food advertising eat more foods being promoted often immediately after viewing the ad. The consequences are the major dangerous part of it. Childhood obesity has more than tripled in the last 30 years. According to the CDC, 1 in 5 children in the U.S. is now considered obese. That's not just a statistic, it's a nationwide health crisis, and advertising is a huge piece of that puzzle. It is a direct result of poor diet and marketing influence. Why does the problem continue? You might ask, if this problem is so obvious, why has it not been fixed? There are several reasons. First, big food and beverage companies spend billions every year in marketing, and a significant portion of that goes directly to campaigns aimed at children, whether it's commercials, cartoons, banner ads, mobile games, influencer partnerships on YouTube. Kids are being reached through every platform that they use. And secondly, our regulations are outdated. While there are some rules about children's advertising on TV, the internet is largely unregulated. Children using and watching YouTube or playing games on apps are often served ads disguised as entertainment without parents even realizing it. Third, many parents underestimate the amount of exposure their children are getting. Without full awareness of the issue, there's less pressure on companies and lawmakers to act. And finally, there's no national law in the U.S. banning junk food ads aimed at children. Most of the current efforts are voluntary, meaning companies can choose whether or not they want to follow, and most choose not to. So what can we do? One powerful solution is to follow in the footsteps of other countries that have already passed laws to ban junk food advertising aimed at kids. And there has been rumors, and there has been some already passed in our country. The United Kingdom, Chile, and several EU nations have implemented bans and strict limitations. They're working. Childhood obesity rates are beginning to slow, and they're beginning to drop. Public health officials are seeing progress in this. Public health organizations, including the World Health Organization and the American Academy of Pediatrics, support the national ban on this type of marketing. But change in the U.S. starts with pressure from the public, and that starts with us. So personally, you can start by signing a petition that I found called the Center for Science in the Public Interest that calls on lawmakers to ban junk food aimed at children. I'll include the link at the end of this presentation in the bibliography. Signing and sharing that petition helps build momentum for national policy change. You can also take action in your personal life by supporting brands that commit to responsible marketing and calling out advertising that clearly targets children in unhealthy ways. Every child deserves the chance to grow up healthy and make their own choices without being targeted by billion-dollar companies selling unhealthy food. Right now, corporations are shaping the diets of the next generation through emotional manipulation, convenience, and constant advertising. Junk food ads are not just background noise, they are strategic. They are calculated efforts to shape the diets and bad habits of young people. And the companies behind these ads are doing it purely for profit with no concern for health consequences. So I leave you with this. Think about the children in your life, your siblings, your cousins, your future kids. Should their health be shaped by cartoon characters selling french fries and soda, or by informed choices and fair information? Thank you guys a lot. This is the bibliography, and that's about my presentation. Thanks for your time.